everybody. This is the fourth time I've had to record this. Well, actually, no, this will be the fifth time I've had to record my voice on this. So, if I sound rude in my tone, I'm sorry. But I am kind of irate about this. Okay, so this was the hardest video I was supposed to upload because The Last Door is a series I didn't want to start right away. I wanted to do it as soon as I got a little bit more traction on YouTube, so to speak. But the thing is, I was supposed to have already put this video out after the Call of Duty one, because I literally had the entire recording for this done right whenever I put the Call of Duty Modern Warfare edited out. The only thing I had to do for it was to merge the video and audio, and that was it. And I did. The thing is I'm such a nice person, and I didn't want you guys to have shit quality video, you know. It wasn't the video, it was the audio, but regardless. So here we go, let's get back at it. Try this again. Hit Season 1, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna play Episode 1, because, you know, that's where we should start. What was I else I gonna say? There's another thing. I can't remember. Anyways, after all the things I have seen, oh, and I probably should note that I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm more so just going to play this out like a normal thing. I kind of wanted to have this kind of like as a chill session after all the things I've done, because this game I feel like has more of a story to it that doesn't need emphasis with edits. I feel like more people would get enjoyment out of it with the story. I cannot escape the course that my life has taken. This is Anthony Beechworth, foreshadowing. Also, I've mentioned this a lot in previous recordings, but I do like how they've emphasized shading and different color schemes into this, because this whole room used to be, I think, either dark green or dark orange. But I am beyond redemption. I just hope you can forgive me someday. Yours sincerely, Anthony Beechworth. Hopefully this won't last too damn long. Last time I made this video it was about 17 minutes, but you know, it'll be alright. The Last Door. This game, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, this is the complete edition on Nintendo Switch. You can get this on Switch, PS4. For this edition specifically, I'm going to let the title screen play, and while I do that, I'm going to look up the consoles that you can play this on. I don't want I don't want to be caught though. Oh wait. Alright. Yes, this game is extremely fun. Huh? Hold up. Where is it? Okay, so I think the complete edition is actually only for the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, and apparently I guess Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken. Or the Xbox One has the collector's edition. It doesn't matter. Anyways, just look at The Last Door on your store, whichever one you have, you know, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and if you can find the complete edition, I would highly recommend, because you get the 2 seasons, which come with extra episodes, and it is just a really good story, and it looks great. I have played episodes 1 through 4 of Season 1 already, which is pretty much the entire Season 1, but I'm going to play those for you guys, and I haven't even touched Season 2. I kind of want to wait out on Season 2 until I finish making all 4 videos first, but this game is actually highly recommended from me. I do love this game a lot. It has a lot of praise from me. October 1891. This room looks so cool. Vedete ni qui siat. That was all my childhood friend Anthony Beechworth had written in his letter. Fun fact, I actually did learn how to say that in Latin from a few people that I knew that spoke Latin a little bit. And that was actually a fun word to learn, because it did take me a little bit to learn it. It had been many years since I had heard that sentence. Oh boy, it was the motto of the science and philosophy group that we had secretly run as students back when we were in the secluded boarding school in Scotland, but we had left it all behind, like mere childhood memories. As y'all can tell, I'm not good with reading that fast. I'll take my time. That letter was unusual. It could only mean something awful must have happened. Something that must remain absolutely secret. I had to find out what was going on. Also, another quick note. Without delay, I took the first morning train to Sussex and made my way to the address on the letter. I guess I'll finish what I was saying after this. And there it was, the old house of Anthony's family, the Beechworth Manor. And it looks completely different than what it used to be. So, quick thing. Yeah, that. I'm going to try to do this with the achievements. So, the game doesn't tell you if you do an achievement unless you're playing the iPhone and the laptop version, which is the collector's edition. This is strange, everything is silent as if there was no one living here. I'm worried about Anthony, I have to find him. So, what I do specifically, if I know that there's going to be an achievement for it, I will let people know how to do it, but other than that, I'm not going to explain too much. A grandfather clock, it is the only sound around here. You can press Y and look at all that stuff too. I'm not going to do that. This is kind of be a speed run-ish doing stuff, you know. Is this Anthony the Year? So not been gone. Anyways, so first achievement in the game actually is if you read all notes, diaries, and what was it? You read all notes, diaries, and books, or something else. I can't remember what it is. Writing on the ground, or like writing on the walls. It'll give you an achievement that says the Great God Pan, and it's a not so hard achievement to do because the notes and diaries you see in the game aren't that hidden exactly. And now on the table. Dear Mr. Beechworth, due to the recent events, the situation has become unbearable for us, and much to our regret, we have no other choice but to leave. We will remain forever grateful for all these years in your service. God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. So, I can't go out this way yet. I need to go this way, actually, to... Man, I love playing this game on Pro Controller. See, last time, and the previous times I've played this game, I used my Joy-Cons. And while that's not bad, this Pro Controller feels a lot better. And I can't get over the fact of how nice this area looks. This area in the game looks so much different and better in a good way. I'm retarded. It looks so much better than the previous versions, and it just has so much more detail in the house. And this corner right here was not in the game before, I don't think. It really does. I can't emphasize on how good this looks. A garbage bin, and judging by the foul odor, I would say it has not been emptied in a fortnight. The birds. A murder of crows is eating eagerly. There are so many birds that I cannot see their prey from here. Oh, well, go figure. I forgot, I can't do that. It is latched on the inside. Also, quick tip for all those people that don't play this game like me. This is the 12th time I've played this chapter. When you go in and out of an area like that a couple of times, you'll have a quick enter and quick leave. So, which means instead of having to walk, you can just cut through it. But if you go in through it the first time, you have to, watch the whole walking animation. Alright, cabinet with glasses and liquor bottles. There's also a matchbox. Take the matchbox. These matches could come in useful. Also, just a quick tip. A deer head overlooks the room with glass eyes. A lot of items in the game, most people would overlook, I'm sure, if they didn't click things twice. That large window is wide open, letting the cold dusk air in. A fireplace that looks like it has not been cleaned for a long time. A machine that plays recorded music. I did not know that Anthony was such an enthusiast of new inventions. I'm not going to try to read everything, mainly because I don't have to, and I don't entirely feel like it's required. Oh, wait, where does that go? Oh, dope. I need that wash rag. A lot of this stuff in this game, it's just small details. There's nothing, plates and pans, yeah, like that stuff. A variety of herbs and ingredients. Play with some days old leftovers. There's not a whole lot that you would miss if I didn't. I mean, I'm usually gonna do what I need to. Okay. Also, I don't know why, and I'm talking to the game developers on this one, why is it that my mouse, or my cursor, starts in such awkward positions? Like, I don't know, sometimes it just starts in really odd places. Actually, a rainy mountain landscape, a seascape, there is a small boat struggling against the roaring waves, and this painting depicts a deep, dark forest. This portrait is crooked. Watch this. Bam. Boom. Skip it about. An old rosary, a cord with beads with a solid wood crucifix. Yup. And a plant. A small plant brings some life into this place. Nice. The green stuff. A lamp to light the way. You will need that. And then watch this. Matches. Lamp. Light. Now, what is that? It's a cross. There's a discoloration on the wall in the shape of a cross, as if one had hung there for many years and been recently removed. See, my thing is, how are you able to manage to hide a cross behind a painting? And nobody knows. There is nothing of interest in these drawers. I mean, I understand that Anthony is not one to notice things. There's a tiny dark hole in the wall. A washbin and some toiletries. Oh, that's a note. Hold on. An empty bowl like the ones used to feed pets. That window is so dirty you can barely see through outside. Watch this one go walk away from it. Yup. Oh shoot, it feels like, it was just saying the wooden frame is rotten. I need something to hold it up, and that's what the rosary's for. This note can be overlooked. March 5th, 1891. Master Anthony has made us get rid of our religious objects. What is going on with him? Luckily, I have found a place to hide my rosary. I cannot pray every night without it. Again, how could you hide that behind a painting and nobody noticed? The painting is crooked, and even Devitt noticed it, and Devitt's just now being there. You know what I'm saying? Master Anthony has been complaining about Alfie. What would a simple cat do to him? He ordered us to keep him out of the house at all times. Still, I cannot let that poor thing starve. He is such a clever cat. Every time I open the window, he knows food is waiting for him. Anyway, I'm worried about Master Anthony. He is growing more and more unlike himself every day. Master Anthony is spending whole days locked inside his office. He wants us to leave him food at the door, but he barely eats anything. I'm really worried. Well, good for you. You're watching out for somebody. I do want to point out that I really do want to play some Smash Bros. Really badly, because I just got done playing online a little bit earlier, and I got my Marth to 6,400,000. It may not sound like anything big, but I have not been able to get Marth past 4 million for a little bit because of the fact that my online people are stubborn, and I just now started to play Marth a bit better than usual. And learning a few new tricks. Oh, I can't go through that door. That door is locked. I'm not even going to bother to read that because I know it's locked. Some square areas on the wall are visibly cleaner. It looks like some of the paintings are missing. Whew. Some square areas on the wall are visibly clear. Oh, I'm not reading that 3 times. Okay. If this is the same thing, so help me. Okay. This doorway has been boarded up. Hello, it is me. So I need you a silver key. There's a bunch of stuff here. So this basically is a window. Oops. This window leads to a balcony shared with the adjacent room. You can't really do anything. A gentleman with a serious, inquisitive look. A fireplace with black soot. Small photographs and an old dagger. Okay, I have never been able to say this word. I don't think. daguerreotypes, mostly family portraits. I have no idea if I said that right. If I didn't, oh well. A double bed from the accumulated dust, I would guess it has not been slept in for a very long time, and you are definitely right about that. And this is already going on for 15 minutes, and I'm nowhere near, I'm nowhere near done. Oh, man. Oh, come on now, dude. Okay, hold on. Pause. Okay, I'm back. I needed to turn down the volume. It is locked from the inside. Well, Captain, what should we do? Because we can't go in there, obviously. Yeah, another thing about this game is that there are tons of areas where there will be walking around. It'll be constant back and forth. I can't wait to hear the audio on this. I really hope the audio on this one is so much leagues better than the other one. It's not that the music of the game or anything was bad, it's just whenever I was talking, it didn't seem like the audio picked up that well, because it felt, to me, the sound, it sounded like it could hear every button press, and I think the fan was increased. It just didn't sound right, and it was not good, and it was actually highly annoying because you couldn't hear a single thing I was saying. However, I was pretty tired at that time too, and I was, oh well, and I was talking in a kind of a grumbly voice. I'm used to doing that, I guess, a lot, because in a lot of my videos, I'm sure a lot of y'all, actually, I really want to debunk this right now. A small pile of firewood twigs and chunks of dry bark. Okay, the reason my voice sounded so horrendous for the first couple of videos I've ever made on my channel, it turns out I used a denoise function on my editing for my audio, and I had no idea what denoise meant at the time, and every time I used it, it always sounded like my audio got better. In reality, it was actually making my voice a lot deeper, and it was also making it made me sound like I was high, and I wasn't, obviously. But yeah, that's another thing. It was incredibly awkward. It was a very odd. The music has abruptly stopped. Watch out for the jump scare. Oh no! Yeet! Yeah, these damn things creeping on us. Now that I think about it, I don't know how in the world they were able to get in there and shut the door, or shut the curtain, but it's whatever. Alright. This game is a psychological horror, and I'm going to just straight up explain this whole entire situation. I have played this game at least 8 times. I think majority of every chapter. I know everything. I know a lot of the little stuff. My God, what has happened here? The writing on the walls reads, "Leave me alone, who would have written such a thing?" The thing about it is an old wheelchair. Oops, no, don't walk all the way over there, please. Nothing of interest on this dressing table, then why did you walk over there? Oh my gosh. The lifeless body of a woman. It has been there for a few days. It looks like she's clutching a note in her hand. I am writing what will surely be my final thoughts, my last lines, my last breath. I'm about to yell out here soon. Oh, man. I do not know what kind of dark power has turned my husband into what he is now, a stranger, with a look bereft of all sanity, compassion, and human warmth. I wouldn't... Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything, but when you learn what's really happening later on, I don't think they remembered exactly what they wrote on this. Because I'll explain it probably later, I hope I will anyways. But basically, what's happening with Anthony isn't really Anthony, and I don't think that, because when they went down the line, later on in the other episodes, what's doing this to them kind of made them suicidal, but it wasn't what made them crazy, I don't think. And to some, I mean, I guess it did, but it wasn't. Anthony was more complex because Anthony was trying to do something good. I'll have to explain this later. Hopefully I'll remember. I do not know what shadow has slowly darkened our lives. I do not know this foreign guest that now dwells in our souls. Funny how it's black. Or a shadow. That's an interesting foreshadowing. Ha! Got it. I do not know where it is from, but I am sure it is not from this world. I will meet my brothers and sisters soon. I will be free from this abyss of madness and fear. Soon I will stop trembling. And look at that, you dropped a hairpin, which I need. Okay, I really don't want to read these letters, but I will just say, oh my gosh. 20 minutes in and I'm doing this. Dear Margaret, it has been days since Anthony left his office. I can hear him whisper angrily, frightfully, and gets worse at night. Our service left a few days ago. Without their help and company, I am lost. I can barely walk out of bed, and not even the doctor will come here after his argument with Anthony. My husband has developed a horrible ability to break anyone's will. I don't... I do not know what to do. You do not have the strength. I do not have any strength left. I wish I could send you this letter, your dear friend, Anna Beechworth, which is his wife. If you didn't know. I don't know why I'm yelling so damn much. It's a diary page. I cannot stay in their stares. They watch me. They judge me. They despise me. I know that they think I am not worthy of this family. But who are they to be? Who are they but dust and bones? Memory. Leave me. I do not need you. Leave me alone. I'll explain this after this letter. A letter in feeble handwriting. I cannot go on. All is lost. So, fun fact, this episode is actually based off of Edgar Allan Poe's, or is it H.P. Lovecraft? It's based off the story of the Black Cat. That's as much as I know. A portrait of Anthony standing beside a mounted wildcat lynx. The paint looks fresher around the animal's head. Damn, wildcat, I didn't know you were getting sponsors already. I'm kidding. There's a big raven perched outside the window, tapping on the glass with its beak. A man with blonde hair. I feel as if I had seen him before. That wasn't a sponsor. I meant name drop. Damn it. Oh well. I'm tired. Give me a break. This young woman, not yet in her 20s, stares defiantly back at me. This old man bears some resemblance to Anthony, but his countenance is marred by a severe, unsettling gaze. She looks like the woman on the bed. She is holding a baby. Could that be Anthony's child? Well, no shit, Sherlock. If that's Anna and that's her child, sorry for cursing. I really need to stop that. A woman of strong features and dark hair. She has a bold look in her eyes. The young Anthony, just like I remember him. I'm kind of a smart ass. I'm not going to deny that. It is something I would like to better myself of, and not to be as big of one, but yeah, I will admit I am kind of a smart ass. Oh boy, let's go ahead and get started with this door. Ugh. I bet y'all didn't think this was gonna happen. Watch this, boom. Yee. Now we go back this way. And now all this, and oh my dear lord, there's going to be a lot. Some strange books written in the language unknown to me. How can you say that standing there, but you had to walk to a dresser to know that there was nothing on there of any value? A lynx mounted and stuffed. This is a fine work of taxidermy. I don't know why I keep saying mountain after even though the word is mounted. I don't know. Remains of chemical experiments. Oh dear, here's the big stuff. A map of the region of Sussex with markings drawn on its surface. A few press cuttings and pinned to the wall. The Illustrated London News, 1887. Judge kills himself under strange circumstances. The Daily Telegraph, 1888. Earl found dead floating in the Thames. And the Times, 1889. Famous actor found bled to death in his hotel room. Okay, this is Some sort of spilled chemical product that smells strongly of vinegar. A few handwritten notes. That gosh damn cat. I know it's in writing, but I don't like saying it. He meows every night, and it is for me. I know it. He's mocking me. He knows our secret. He knows I will not let him ruin everything. I do not have any choice. I have to put an end to his miserable life, or better yet, I will blind him. You Gabby Links, you will not confess. No, not you. This man really went crazy with that cat, I tell you. A can of paint thinner. Hooray. Take it. Blue. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Hammer. A common hammer in good condition. Last note. Some torn out diary pages. They will not bother me anymore. I am done with their censorious gazes, their whispers. There's only one thing left to do. Okay, now we're just gonna go ahead and take care of this. I dampened the cloth with paint thinner. Okay, now watch this. Okay, so this is the first achievement you can do. You don't have to. I'm about to do 2 of them. You don't have to do these in any type of order, but if you do them, you have to do them as specific conditions. So get the cloth with paint thinner and put it on this painting right here with the links and Anthony, and using it. The thinner has worked. The fresh paint is gone, and now I can see the original painting. The lynx's mouth is open, as if it were growling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm yawning a lot today. I don't know why. I don't usually yawn this much at all. In fact, I've been laughing so much from my. I was laughing so hard in my online lobbies in Smash Ultimate because of the fact that everybody I went up against. I went up against 2 people who were like, what are y'all doing? Y'all shouldn't even be here. Anyways, so I went up against 2 people that had GSP of 6,999,000 basically, in that range. And to get elite, you need 7 million, I think 70,000 is what it is right now. But, and that is crazy how that's come a long way. This is the second achievement, by the way. You use the hammer on the crow. I put an end to the poor creature start freeing. But, yeah, I was laughing that entire time because I kept losing my first 2 matches, and then I would come back, maybe lose a few more, but then make an ultimate comeback where I just continued to win against those people that were on the cusp of getting an elite smash if they had just beat me one more time, and I completely set them back. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I kept laughing every time I won, and it kind of, thank you to Zero, because his words of how, oops, I went to the wrong room. His words on how to play Smash Ultimate competitively in a good way is to make sure that you're in a good mindset and that you're confident, because I was starting to kind of feel down, kind of feel like I was out of, my chips were off the table. I was kind of, losing my confidence, and I came back, and boy did it feel great. But yeah, so thank you to Zero. I've been watching your content a lot lately, actually. Zero is a pretty cool guy. From, what I've watched, his personality is kind of unique. But yeah, I do plan on putting some Smash videos up here soon. I would like to find people that would want to make, collaborations, or like videos that would, we could do together, like me and a few groups of other people. In fact, there was this one person oh wait, I need to go back this way. See, this one's kind of weird, yeah. Where did the crow go? Oh no, a trail of blood from the bowl. It's the hole in the wall. Alright. Back down the well we go. The sound is louder down here. I think it's a good thing. Oops. I think it's a good thing that I've already played these because I can kind of just talk about my day and about what I've done. The cat seems to be behind this wall, like me playing Smash Online and all that stuff. Hammer time. 30 minutes. That's how long this video is. A black cat is staring at me, but wait, its eyes are missing. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this game was... I'll get to that in a second. Good lord, it almost ripped my eyes out. It has run away into the dark. Okay. There is an open chest with a yellow robe, mask, and a knife. This knife could be useful, but not the mask and the robe. The mask and the robe is actually kind of, important. I'll just... Whoa. What? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's dope. Okay, I'm definitely keeping that in mind next time I do something like this. So the first time I ever played this, and this was the first chapter, or the first episode I ever played. I actually played this game in 2014 or 2015. I can't remember what year it was, but I had found it on my Google Play Store, because I had a Samsung S3 at the time. And this is before I turned it completely Apple, because once you're Apple, you can't really go back. But yeah, the first time I played on the iPhone, and I went to that cat, it scared the crap out of me, just because of the fact I wasn't prepared for it to jump out like that, or the loud noise. I managed to get Lynx's mouth open. There's a gold key inside. Yep, gold key, gold ladder. Yep. Anthony, no. Oh God, no, Anthony, no. I know I don't like saying that word, but it is, I guess, in the story, so I'm gonna decide when it's right to say it. You know, I have played this game so many times, and this is the second time I was able to touch that painting. I never once knew that that painting was able to be used or to be looked at until I got the collector's edition, because of the Y button. A portrait of a woman, Anthony's wife perhaps. She looks very happy here, because the Y button lets you see what you can touch. The lifeless body of my dear friend, what madness could have led him to commit such an act? There is something in his pocket. This is a sealed letter. Dear Jeremiah Devitt, I'm just going to say his name. I mean, I think we already know who it is anyways. If you are reading these lines, then I am nothing but a dead body hanging before you. I write to you in my last shreds of lucidity. You are one of my oldest friends, and when I sent you the letter asking you to come here, I did not doubt for one moment that you would. Had you failed me this evening, everything would have been lost. Not really. I have found myself involved in a series of horrible incidents. For some reasons beyond my comprehension and sanity, I have become a total stranger to myself and to my closest relatives, capable of the most indescribable and atrocious acts. You know what happened. Beyond your comprehension and sanity, you know what happened. I cannot give you any more details at this time. I must ask you to go immediately back to the boarding school where we made that pact, where we all swore on our honor that that would protect us. This letter must not reach anyone else, so it is imperative that you destroy immediately. The lives of the rest of the group, and yours too, are in great danger. Do not delay. They are already waiting for you. Seeing is believing, David. Do not forget that. Always your loyal friend, Anthony Beechworth. Okay. I'll let this play out. See, I'm actually putting more input into this video than I did in the last one. The last one I didn't have a whole lot of energies for, so I didn't really put a whole lot of input. But now that I think about it, and now that I did play all 4 of these episodes again recently, I want to point out that Anthony was kind of the reason why a lot of this stuff happened, because of him and another character who I will not say yet. He's not in the next episode, but yeah, so him and this other character were the main causes of what is happening, and I don't know what they were thinking about when they thought future-wise, because of what they had said in this one. This one was published back in 2013, so I don't know what they could have been thinking, but I guess they must have forgot a few things, because now looking back on it, some of the stuff doesn't make sense, because Anthony is kind of out of character in the first episode. Regardless, Um, yeah, that was episode 1. And I'll go ahead and start a little bit of episode 2. Previously on the last door, I like this piano so much, I try to look for the sound bit of it, and I can't. I want Viola Carlos to please tell me, or is it Carlos Viola? I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what your name is at the moment, I can't remember. I will eventually find out, but dude, I want this music sound bite so bad. It's a simple piano key, but it gives that eerie feeling, but also a kind of hope in a sense to me. I want it so bad. I think it's Carlos Viola. Jeremiah Devitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anthony Beechworth. Devitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns Devitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Oh boy. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each our day our daily bread. Okay, I must already have it. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And that, everybody, will be the end of this first episode. I shall continue here with episode 2. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? Okay, yeah. So, like I said, this is the complete edition on Switch. You can get this for $19 either on Switch, PS4, or I guess Xbox One. I have no idea. I haven't checked the Xbox One store. But yes, it comes with Season 1 and Season 2. Each season comes with 4 episodes that you can play, and each season has extras. There's not as many extras in this one as there is in the first one. And your achievements progress you can see through the extras as well. Season 1's extras are actually quite more. There's 4 extra episodes. They're not that long, they're more like mini episodes. And your achievements will be colored if you completed them. The only one I have not completed is the full deck. And, those 3. But those 3 are kind of, you have to play the second season in order to see those. I am a huge fan of this game. But yeah, that's it. And I shall see y'all later.